Hey guys, I hope you guys can see me. Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about something super awesome that I'm really excited about. It is this. This is the new ASUS PB287 LCD monitor, 28 inches, 4K, 1 millisecond response time, and it's 60 hertz refresh rate. Now I'm super excited about this. I've been waiting for this since it got announced. And I pre-ordered it as soon as I was able to pre-order it because at this time, this is the best 4K monitor that you can get. There are a couple other affordable ones. There's a Samsung and a Dell, but both of those are not as good. This one has the same panel, actual display as the other ones. They're all based off the same one, but this has a lot better features. It is 60 hertz. It does 10-bit. Now you can either put a 10-bit input into it or you can put an 8-bit and it will up convert it. What that means is your colors, instead of having 16 million colors, it has 1.07 billion colors. So when you have different gradients, it's actually going to look nice and smooth. It's not going to have the little just rough changes of color. Just an easy way of explaining it. This is $650. It is kind of like a market changer, I guess. When the other affordable ones, the Dell and the Samsung, came out, those are about 800 bucks. Now, since this came out, they dropped theirs to even lower than 650 just to compete. But if you guys go and check out the reviews, this has really good reviews. The other ones don't. They both have worse reviews for different reasons. So just before I even open this, I'll just say this is the best affordable 4K monitor by a long shot right now. It just beats everything else. So let's go ahead and open it. Now, I don't want to ramble on too much. I don't know a ton of things about monitors, and there's a bunch of just stuff that you can go into, and I don't want to listen to all that, and I'm sure you guys don't want to. So basically, if you guys are looking for a 4K monitor for whatever reason, and you want it to be affordable, this is your best option. As of now, there's absolutely no doubt about it. If you want to game at 4K, then this is the best. It has a 1 millisecond response time because it's a TN panel. So that means you won't have a bunch of ghosting. And if you shoot 4K like I do, that's my main reason, and I want to actually see my content at what it's meant to be seen, this is the perfect monitor. If you just love high-res things like me, this is, again, the best option. If you are a professional color grader, that is kind of the one time you don't want to buy this monitor. Not that it's bad, it's decent, but it's not a professional level. Then again, if you are that person that does professional color grading, you won't be looking into a $650 monitor. You'll be looking at the ones that are $2,500 to $3,000. So, you guys ready for this? Wow, that looks very, very large, very big. Check that out. Right there is a 21.5 inch and big 28-inch monitor. Now, I actually had a 27.5-inch monitor that was a just higher than 1080p. It was 1920 by 1200, and I didn't like it because that's just too low a pixel density for the size. Now, this thing is going to be sweet. I'm really excited to see what my 4K footage looks like on an actual 4K monitor. I haven't seen it yet. I know the YouTube stuff, if you're watching the 4K setting, looks better than just watching the 1080p because of the noise getting compressed and the higher bit rate, but this should be fantastic. So I want to let you guys know, if you guys do want to check out the technical specifications and a bunch of different stuff like that, I would look up the serial or the name, the model number of this monitor, and then look in Tom's Hardware, type that in as well. They have a 10-page long review going over all the crazy monitor technical things about this, going into settings, where you should put your settings at if you want it to be more accurate colors, comparisons, all that stuff. I think I have it open. Anyways, if you guys are interested in that, you guys can go check that out. And I won't be going into all the crazy detail. I'll just say, like I already said, if you guys want a 4K monitor, this is the best option available. So, oh, that's crazy. It looks huge. This is it. I'm gonna go ahead and plug this into my Mac Pro and we'll see what it looks like. Once again, it is 60 Hertz. Some of the other cheap options or affordable options are not 60 Hertz. This is 1 billion colors. The other options are not 1 billion colors. This has a tilt. You can raise it, you can tilt it, if you raise it up all the way. You can have it vertical if you want it, and it has a VESA mount, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. So you can also mount it to something else. Other thing is, what's the other thing I'm forgetting? Anyways, yeah, it's 1 billion colors. And this adjustable mount, I believe the Dell has it, the Samsung does not. So at between $600 and $700, this thing blows everything away. All the other competition, even the more expensive stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in and we'll see what it looks like. Alright guys, I am back. It's actually been a couple hours. I had one very small issue that's only going to affect a very small amount of you guys, and hopefully for not very long. But other than that, everything's set up. The adapter works perfectly, so if you guys need a DisplayPort to mini DisplayPort adapter, check out the description. I'll have a link in there for you guys. I know there's not very many of them out there, and some of them don't work properly. So you guys, if you need it, check that out. Now the monitor looks absolutely stunning. I knew 4K is going to look really, really nice. It looks better than I thought. Everything's so sharp, detailed. It looks amazing. So I have a Maserati wallpaper in here, and it feels like I can just reach in and grab the steering wheel. Everything's so crisp, so lifelike. It's like when you went from SD to 1080p. When that came out, it looks like that much of a difference. I have this 1080p monitor here, and it's just looking less sharp now that I'm used to seeing this amazing image. So a couple things you guys need to know that I went through. The monitor, when you get it, it comes at 30 Hertz. All you have to do is go through the menu and switch it to 60 Hertz. That's very easy. And another thing is that because all your icons and your menu bars and stuff like that on Mac and on Windows, they're made for like a 1080p image. They become very, very small. So if you see this little box here that I'm moving around, if I'll drag it over to my 1080p monitor, you see it's very big. Now if I drag it over here, it becomes really, really small. So all you have to do is you have to go through and switch scaled, and it'll actually make your icons and stuff larger, both on Windows and on Mac. So I'm going to select 2560 by 1440, and there you go. Now it did make it bigger like you guys saw. It's still smaller than it would be on a 1080p monitor, but I like it this way. I can see everything just fine, and it's a little bit smaller, so I have more screen real estate. So got that out of the way. So those are the two main little adjustments I have to do. Other than that, everything looks fantastic. The issue that I ran into, and it's only specific to a small setup, is on here there's little jaggedy lines when you're running at 60 Hertz. Now if I switch it over to 30 Hertz, I'm not going to do it because it's going to turn off the monitor and turn it back on, but that's not there at all. Now I'll show you guys what it looks like. I'll put a clip over, so if you guys see the little jaggedy lines right here on the right hand side. Now I did some research online, that's what took quite a bit of time, and this is a driver issue if you're on a Mac Pro, the new ones, the 2013 Mac Pro like I have, and you have the D700, which is the high-end graphics card, the best option you can get. There's a driver issue on the Mac side, which if you're running at 60 Hertz on DisplayPort, you get this little bars here. So if you're running this new Mac Pro with this graphics card, you're gonna have that issue until they fix that. Hopefully it won't take them too long to put out a driver update. Now the reason, or the way we know it's a driver issue, is if you install Windows on a Mac and you go over to the Windows side, you don't have that whatsoever. It works perfectly fine. And if you're running this monitor at 60 Hertz using the same setup on any Windows computer, if you're running it on a MacBook Pro, or on anything else that's not that you don't have that issue. And if I switch over to 30 hertz, like I said, it looks perfectly clean. So it's a driver issue for now that they're gonna have to fix. I may run it at 30 hertz, or I may just kind of ignore that side. It's not too distracting, as you guys saw. So don't be worried. I know it's only gonna affect a very small amount of you guys that may have a new Mac Pro with the D700 graphics cards. If you have like D300 or whatever, I looked it up, and people are not having that issue. Those are running just fine. So overall, guys, I very, very recommend this monitor. The image is absolutely fantastic. So if you guys are watching this video, you guys might be wondering if you guys should get one. And if you're in the market for one, this is your best option by far. The Samsung doesn't swivel or tilt, and that runs at 30 hertz. Let me see, the Dell one does swivel, and that one also doesn't run as well. The ASUS is about the same price. It swivels. It has actually the 1 billion colors. It has a bunch of other features that work really well. So by far, it's the best buy out of any of the lower end 4K monitors. It's a lot of different stuff I'm saying, guys. So I have a link in the description to this monitor on Amazon where you guys can check it out. If you guys buy something through that link, I get a small kickback. And if you guys buy other things from Amazon, no matter what it is, if you guys want to click that little link I have and bookmark it, that'll give me a little kickback from whatever you guys buy, just to support the channel. Now, I'm very happy with this monitor. If you guys want one, like I've said probably a million times, this is the best one to get by far. And I'm going to mention once again Tom's Hardware. If you guys want to see more details about specifics, all that type of stuff, you guys go check that out. Just do a Google search, ASUS 28-inch 4K monitor, Tom's Hardware. They have 10 pages full of all sorts of crazy details, tests, colors, light, all sorts of stuff like that on this monitor. Different comparisons talking about this one compared to the other ones. At least go and check out the conclusion there. They actually gave this their Tom's Hardware award. Like, they pretty much gave it an award for the best buy out of a 4K monitor out of anything right now. So that's how you guys know it is a great deal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was helpful at all. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. I didn't speak too long. It takes a lot more effort to do one live like this instead of planning, doing a bunch of takes. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any questions about it, any comments. If you guys picked one of these up, you guys can put that in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit a like there. And I don't know how long I'm going to keep this. I may keep it forever if I really like the size. It seems like a little bit large for me. Maybe I just need a little bit getting used to, because I'm used to this 21.5-inch one here. And I may also upgrade in the future to a professional monitor for color grading, since I do video work, but we'll see. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and enjoy life. See ya.